Hi, I'm Anthony, the owner of West Coast Custom Concrete.
And I'm Kristen, the co-host. Welcome to the Best of the West show.
Let's check it out. Today we're in Upland, California. We're going to be doing a 1,300 square foot patio from the corner of the house to the corner of the house right about here. It's about 1,300 square feet. And then we have 1,850 square feet RV access all the way to the existing, all the way to the back of the wall, almost back here. We're going to have a 72 foot of 4-course high block wall back here. Let's check it out. Hey, Anthony here from the Best in the West. There's the video you all been waiting for. This is in Upland, California. This is the part 2, I guess, of the patio I posted last video. This is an RV ramp. This is a big RV ramp. It's about 14 feet by 115 feet, I believe. And then we poured the sidewalk. Here we are. Here's the conveyor belt unloading the block. These guys are just the best crew you can find. Well, here's the elevations here. No matter how good your finish is, if your elevations are wrong, you're going to have to tear it out. So you got to get the elevations all right, recheck everything. You had to break water a couple different ways. In California, there's a lot of different elevations on properties, so you got to be really good with elevations. Half the water we drained one way, half the water we had to drain the other. Here's a Bobcat S70 I brought because I just had to take a couple loads of dirt and a couple loads of concrete. And this is a ways from my house, so I didn't haul my big tractor up here. We could back the trailer all the way in the backyard because I had an RV, a barn door. So I'm just unloading loading this dirt up here. This is going to be a really good pour. There's some good tricks on how when there's no access on there. Oop, there's the Best in the West. When there's no access to put joints and broom it, there's some good tips on this because no matter what the access is, you have to join it correctly and you have to broom it the right way, regardless if you got to get up on the wall or whatever. So I'm just knocking this pile down. This is the siltiest, dustiest dirt. Some properties, I've seen it before. It was just ingesting it all day. So we're hosing it down the best we can. I got pretty good compaction out of it with just a Vibra plate. Usually I'll just use the tractor and I can compact it really tight with the solid tires, but this stuff was silty, powdery. It kind of stuck to your shoe. So we Vibra plated it. I just rented a Vibra plate at Home Depot. Here we are. Here's Milton. Milton started off my company as a laborer. Now he's a lead man. He can run crews. He's got a really good eye for detail, elevations. He's got it down. 2 years ago, he's a laborer. Hey, Anthony here from West Coast Custom Concrete, the best in the West. Let's do a walkthrough. We poured Friday. We'll check it all out. Here's what we're pouring Monday. We're setting it up today. This is on a Saturday. We're gonna pour this Monday, and we're gonna pour a sidewalk along the retaining wall we put up here. I'll show you the wall. So here we are. We're setting all the rebar up. I actually brought a cutter because there was way too much. Because we had to cut all the number 4 for the wall and bend it, and we had about 4,000 square feet of flat work we poured here, and 100 foot 3 block. We were gonna do a 4 block high, but he wanted the height of the dirt. So we went 3 block, and he was really, I give him a shout out, Steve, the homeowner. Really nice working for him. I was glad I could do his job. I'm gonna be coming back to this house and pouring the front entryway, the driveway, and this other side of the house, so this backyard. So next few videos, one's a sandblast, patio, and entryway. So I got a lot of good stuff coming up. Here's a look here. It's always pinnacle of concrete work, top of the line when I'm out there. So this is about 200 feet of hose. Piece of cake pump job. We got to fill the wall up. So the way I set it up, the first pour I poured the patio and the footing. The second pour I poured the sidewalk. I filled the wall and I poured the RV parking. And to alleviate everyone asking me how much this was, it was $55,000 for 4,000 square feet of concrete and a 100 foot 3 block high wall. I put a big footing on the wall. I basically over design everything I do. I did it like if you're going to do a 6 foot retaining wall. And it was going to retain 6 feet of dirt. That's the size footing I put on here with number 4. And I filled every cell up. So I'm just on pulling up hose detail here. I didn't bring my pump out there. This is the end of this job where I poured out in Upland. You guys saw the patio and the footing I showed last video. I got 6 guys on this Milton wanted. And you're just not going to see finishers like these anywhere. Jose, this guy's about as good as detailing it up and brooming it and joining it as I've seen. The whole crew. Everybody I have out here. Just knock this down. There's never any unforeseen. There's nothing we haven't seen. There's nothing, nobody's worried about anything. They're always way ahead of the mud. We usually use accelerant. I'll run a polar set in it till like July, all the way up into July. Because once they lay it down, they're always way ahead of it. We don't want to wait on it. So if we put 1 or 2% in it, they just stay on it the whole time. They rather get down and get out of there in 3.5 hours than sit and wait on it. So I put it in it. We didn't put anything in this mix because it was 100 degrees where we were. I'm generally at the beach and it's 75 where most of my jobs are. Here's my man up here on the wall cutting the joints. That's an 8-foot cutter. I mean, you're not going to cut that up on that wall without this. You have to get a cutter or a torpedo. A lot of different names for the tools depending where you're at. Here's my bro here cutting the joints, just running the joiner through it after they've all been cut. They'll skate this twice. They'll funny trowel some of it right here. This saves you a path, so this is key. You can stay on top of it and shape it all up with the funny trowel. You still got to get on it twice and drill it twice. And from the house down, there's no access, so you got to crawl it and cut the joints. They cut them all from the wall and they broomed it up from the wall. You'll see other guys on here brooming it long ways, but Best in the West don't fly that way. I'm only bringing guys that are capable, going to get up on the wall, going to broom it right. I'm not cheap, so I don't do it cheap looking and do things wrong. There's a going rate for the work I do where I live. And they seem to like this green broom more than the horsehair broom. I don't know why, but I think that you can get it more evenly, uniform looking with it. And here's the last load here. This is a 25-yard pour today. I had 6 guys on it because we poured the sidewalk too. That's a TA pump. That's a gas motor. Inline Ford 6 on it. These guys had. They did a nice job. He did a really good job pumping it. I just basically pulled the rebar and the hose for him. They're already skating it. I mean, this stuff was going off as we were dropping it. It was quick. And that's how you get up on the wall and broom it. You bring a capable crew with you. If it's possible. I know a lot of guys in a lot of areas, they don't have the guys to find, but out here you can find them all day long. Not this level, but you can get good people. Here's the final product here. Another A+ by the Best in the West. This is the best you'll see YouTube anywhere you're at. This is it. Thank you very much for watching the Best in the West.
Hey guys, Kristen here at the Best in the West. So we've got the final product of the patio and the wall. I'll go back there in just one moment. So this is about, less than a week old, and it has bleached out quicker than I've ever seen anything. But it's also, 95 degrees out here in Upland, California. So right here, anything where the concrete shrinks and expands when it cures. So around a fireplace or anything like brick, you have to put expansion foam. Because we've seen it one too many times where the brick will actually crack and it'll hairline on the actual slab. So let's go check out the wall. So the boys put the cap on this wall yesterday, and it's a split face, 2 block high right here because it goes down, and 3 block high in the back.
And thanks for watching the Best in the West.